up, everybody? This is John Duke with Union Home Mortgage. I'm here, as per usual, with the esteemed Brian Osmond with Bella Bay Realty, and we've got a special guest from RE/MAX. We have Frank McGillis. We are at Mark's Watershed at Haslett, Michigan. Mark's a good friend of mine. He's had this property for quite some time and just kills it. The food, the fellowship, everybody loves this place. Guys, we are right now recording this on January the 21st. It's about 8 degrees outside, but
4 degrees. Don't let them fool you. It's 4. Maybe it's 5 in Shiawassee County, but it's 4 here.
My feet say it's below zero because they're cold. But the market isn't saying that it's 4 degrees. I think it's saying something different. What do you think, Frank? What's the idea?
Yeah, January's starting off pretty busy for me. I've got 2 new listings coming up. I've got probably 4 or 5 buyers that I'm showing, actively showing, that signed a buyer's agreement with me. It definitely doesn't feel like 5 degrees outside.
No, I think the January, we're starting to get back into a time where maybe we look at homes and buy homes 12 months out of the year. Do you agree with that?
People should. Remember that holiday month?
Holiday month.
Past the
all that.
Yeah.
But things are starting to happen a little bit earlier this year than they have in years, most recent years prior, right?
I'd say so. I think people have gotten past that whole it's an election year funk, and they're coming into and settling in. Interest rates haven't went down like the Feds have anticipated they would. So people are now saying, you know what, if we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it. And get it done.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I see the same thing that both of you just said. Our pipeline is full for a January. It's not full by any stretch where we like it to be, but for a January, it feels really, really good. I think the excuses are gone.
Yeah.
I think our buyers are realizing that, yes, rates are probably not coming down. The election is set. We have a new administration that is, it's in place. It's done. We've turned the corner on a new year. This is the time of year, just like we do with our businesses, we're setting major goals. Well, families do the same thing. And I think a big thing on people's family list is to purchase a home, to stop renting, maybe get in a home that's more suitable for them. Speak to that a little bit, Frank. I mean, the type of buyers that you're seeing, what type of buyers are they right now? Are they first-time home buyers, move-up buyers? What do you see?
Yeah, so I think that what we've been seeing these last couple of years as the interest rates ticked up is you have to have a reason that you need to sell. You have to have a reason to go from a 3% mortgage, 4% mortgage up to 7% mortgage. Whether that's a death, whether that's a divorce, whether that's children, you need to move up because you need more bedrooms. I think those reasons are now kind of going into this year. I think we're going to see a lot more buyers that just want to move up or, want to get that next house, want more property, we're going to get rid of where we, have to sell because of a reason to where we want to sell and move up or move down or however that works for their family situation.
And to kind of piggyback off of that, I think buyers are now out of that funk of, man, I wish I would have bought 4 years ago. I could have gotten a 3.5. Well, maybe it wasn't the right time in their life. Now it is, and it's just the market is what it is with the interest rates, and the houses are there. Obviously, I don't see the prices of houses falling anytime soon. Where the buyers are getting in a little easier, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little easier to get concessions, especially on a house that's been on the market a little longer and days on market.
You want to know an interesting thing that I've seen, and this, I don't know if we're going to start seeing people from California come in or not, but we've had at least 2, if not more, in the last few months of people moving from Florida or the southern states back to Michigan. I'm a licensed loan officer in Florida, and it's usually the opposite.
Yeah.
It's usually that either they're buying their second home or they're moving to Florida. Now, we've had some natural disasters down there. Things are getting expensive. And so the secret of Michigan, I think, is starting to get out, which I don't want it to be out too much.
Yeah, sure.
But it's happening.
Well, at least in our areas, because we still have, for the whole state of Michigan, you talk Detroit market, Grand Rapids market, we're still at a very low per square footage on
Yes.
pre-owned per square foot sale
Yep.
price.
And that's a big message that needs to get out there, is that we're not in an inflated market right now.
No,
We really never have
Nope.
been in comparison to every place else in this country, or many places in this country. I don't want to over-exaggerate. But it's very, very affordable, no matter what the interest rate is. If you compare values to values, square feet to value per square feet, we're a very affordable area.
sure. You go out to Colorado, California, even parts of Indiana, Ohio,
Yep.
Yeah.
and
Yep.
you're talking per square foot price on a
Yeah.
pre-owned home
Yeah.
is probably $100 more per square foot.
Yeah. Just to set proper expectations for everybody watching, is that, number one, there is a program out there for you. So if you're paying a significant amount in rent, stop. Because there are down payment options available for people trying to get into this market right now. There are, like I said, low down payment loans, credit score monitoring and help. There's all sorts of items out there that we can assist a buyer with that is scared to cross over.
And Mishta, bring this up, they just raised their, they
Cap.
went from what, 250 to
Yep.
500?
Yes, yeah. I mean, they've unleashed a lot of things that makes it much more approachable. And really, what's driving our market, I gotta believe, in some cases, many cases, for the first-time home buyer, is getting away from the rent.
Mm-hmm.
It's not uncommon to be paying $2,000 a month in this
Oh.
market for rent, and that's a lot of house. That's a lot of wealth that can be bought. So
Absolutely.
we also want to piggyback on something that this guy has coming up special. Why don't
Frank
you
the
tell us what
Tank.
you have going? He's a citizen of the great city of Langsburg, and he's helping that area with something. Tell us what's going on.
Yeah, so I made the crazy decision to take my real estate career and transition into being a restaurant owner, and had a lot of people tell me not to, but I think the opportunity is too great. I've been a member of Langsburg. I moved there about 3 years ago, and they just took me in. My daughter goes to middle school out there. She's in 7th grade, and and the opportunity, kind of arose where the old Boondocks was coming up for sale. Actually, Brian was going to be listing it on the market, and he gave me an opportunity to go through with a client of mine to purchase it. We're going through a facelift right now. Boondocks was a saloon, a country bar, if you will.
Style, yeah.
And so we've taken down a lot of knotty pine. We've done a lot of drywall and painting, and still built a new walk-in cooler. And so we're going to open up as a sports bar. I went out to Black Friday and bought 11 75-inch TVs from Costco. And we're ready. I just had an IT guy there last week talking about the surround sound setup, and we're gonna be ready. Langsburg ain't gonna know what hit them.
They're excited.
Yep.
I know a lot of people in Langsburg, a lot of families in Langsburg that you don't know
Well,
that are very excited about your place. So tell us what the name of it is.
Yeah, so Tank's Tavern. We've got a 1.5-year-old black lab named Tank, and don't tell anybody because it's a secret. But after I've had a couple of beers, I'm also Frank the Tank. So don't tell anybody. Keep that between us. So Tank's Tavern, we're going to be a sports bar, number one. American food, so we're going to concentrate on burgers, wings. Our chef makes the best wings you've ever had in your life. Mark my words. Appetizers.
they are awesome. Even cold. Even cold.
Can't wait.
Coldest beer, we're going to have frosted mugs. We're going to have a great selection. Wine. Langsburg doesn't have a good wine selection out there at any of the bars that are currently established, and we're going to take care of the ladies out there as well. So
Hey, I drink a lot of wine.
Hey.
I love wine.
Don't discriminate.
Yeah, man.
In fact,
I drink a lot of wine. I love
Yep.
a great
Yep.
Yeah.
And live bands. We're gonna get live bands out there. Hopefully every weekend. We're going to have a consistent plan to where you're going to know what to expect, and we're also going to have some surprises in there. Right in the back of my head, I'm thinking of one. I'm not going to say it,
That's
but
good. Don't tell anybody.
it's going to. Yep.
How about we make this pack? How about March Madness? We're going
March
to do
Madness.
a pubcast up at his place.
Yep.
Yep.
And we'll sit right down.
Yep.
And maybe we can bring Jess in there too. And
Absolutely.
talk about this.
Yep. Jess is our general manager. She's got 17 years of restaurant experience, and she's just ready to unleash it and honestly be the mayor of Langsburg. She's she's going to be the most known person in Langsburg real soon. So,
I have no doubt you're going to be very successful at it. You're one of the best in real estate. You've focused on it. You've kicked ass in it. I can say ass, right?
Yep.
Ass is a donkey.
Yep.
And I feel you'll do the same thing with that restaurant.
yep.
Cheers to that.
It's
It's going to be exciting.
Yep. All about taking care of the customer.
Yeah.
And that's what we're going to do.
We'll be back up there in March. We're going to be excited to see this.
Yeah, hopefully Michigan State's making a good March Madness run.
Yeah, so far we got something good going.
It was a
right
nail
now.
biter on Sunday.
It's just,
It should have been. It was, yes.
It was a good game.
Yep.
I appreciate you taking the time to be with us
Yes.
today. I wish you all the success in the new venture.
Thank you.
Always great to be with you as well.
Cheers. Cheers.
Once again, we got Frank McGillis, Brian Osmond. My name is John Duke. We're at Mark's Watershed in Haslett. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Get a little bit strong.
Muscle in there?
Test.
Test.
Test.